Hey everyone, it's Jenna from Canadian Beats Media. I'm here with Vancouver pop artist Madisyn Gifford for our latest segment of Zoomies. Welcome, Madisyn.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. So first off, care to introduce yourself a bit more in depth for our listeners?
My name is Madisyn, as you said. I make alternative pop music, and it's my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world is write songs. And I'm very excited that I'm having the opportunity to share my second album.
Awesome. So your new album, Sleeping on the Ceiling, tell us a bit about the writing process behind the release.
This is an interesting one because I've actually been writing it for like 2.5 years now. The first song that I wrote for the record, I wrote in August of 2021. Oh no, yeah, or 20, I don't know. I wrote it 2 years ago. And then um and I think I had some other stuff from the record too. I wrote most of it while I was still finishing I Hate Your Guts, like the first half.
Okay.
And then the second half, I wrote a lot of it when I was living in Hawaii last year.
Okay.
Just most of it is just me and my guitar, this entire record. That's how all the songs started for the most part. And then there's one last song that we added that I wrote in October of this year. And that was like a
Okay.
super last minute addition. So it's been in the works forever. But yeah.
And you've unveiled a slew of singles from the album, including Dancing on This Line, 21, Hospital Beds, and Prettiest Bitch. How did you go about choosing which tracks would be singles?
It's again a really funny one with this one because this is my third project that I've put out. And with every other project that I've put out, the record was pretty much done before we started releasing singles. And with this one, that was not the case or even close to it. We kind of picked singles as we were making them. My producer and co-writer Jared and I, when we first started out on this record, we kind of just sat down and did like 40 demos of a bunch of songs that I had already written, and then just started picking and choosing at the ones that we felt the most called to. And so, like Dancing on This Line, I knew that Borderline Personality Disorder Awareness Month was coming up. So I really wanted to put that out because it's about my experience living with BPD. So that's why it was the lead single. It's just because I wanted
Mhm.
to do that. And then 21, I really identified with at that time in my life because it was after my time living in Hawaii with my best friends. And I wanted to film a music video there for it. So then it was the second
Okay,
single. And that's kind of just what kept happening.
for sure. That makes sense. If you had to choose only one song from the album for a brand new listener to hear, which would you choose?
Oh, that is a really good question. Probably for Shaughnessy. It's the single or the focus track for this record, and I wrote it for my best friend Shaughnessy when she was going through a really difficult season in her life, and it's definitely my favorite song on the record. And I think it's the song. I mean, for me, I think every single song on this record has a lot of heart, but I think it has the most heart of any of the songs on this record, and so I think that that's definitely the one that I would be like, please listen.
Okay. And what does focus track mean in terms of like what's different between a single and a focus track?
I guess it's just the song that like we're pushing the most with the record coming out.
Okay.
So like, I mean, spoiler alert, I'll have a lyric video coming out for it in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And so that's kind of the one that we'll be like
Okay.
using the most, I guess, for the album
Okay.
release.
I've been hearing focus track and I never really understood why.
Understand?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just a single, but it's just the single that comes out at the same time as the rest of the album.
Okay, okay. Um, do you have any upcoming shows to tell us about?
I have my album release show, which is just gonna be like an invite only little friends and family event that I'm very, very excited for because I'll have the opportunity to play through my entire record for the first time on the night that it comes out. And then I know I'm also gonna play a little acoustic set at a festival on July 20th in Vancouver.
Okay, awesome. So the next five questions are just for fun. Who was the first Canadian artist to catch your attention growing up?
Sarah McLachlan was my first concert, and I fell asleep to a CD that my parents burnt of all of my favorite songs of hers every single night for like 5 years. She
Wow,
was, yeah, I loved her. I still
I
do.
guess. Okay, so she was the first concert you attended. What was the last concert you attended as a fan?
The most recent concert that I attended, oh my goodness, I go to a lot of concerts, I can't remember. Um, Oh, why can't I remember? I mean the one that I can think of the most recently is I went to the Lumineers in the fall with my mom. Every time they come to town, her and I go
Okay,
together. I know that I've gone to a couple more recently than that, but yeah, that's the one that I can think of. And it was incredible. They are obviously incredible. Such a tight band. So fun to watch every single time I see them.
for sure. I haven't saw them, but I can imagine.
I would highly recommend.
If you had to take someone out and about in Vancouver, what is one thing you definitely show them?
Oh, again with the good questions. I mean, I'm obsessed with my hometown, which is not actually in Vancouver, it's in the Lower Mainland. So I would probably take them to Crescent Beach in Surrey, like right beside White Rock, BC, which I'm from White Rock.
Okay.
It is the place that feels like the most home to me.
If you could work with any fellow Canadian artist, who would you choose?
Um, that's a really good question as well. Wow, I love these, making me think. Um, Honestly, probably Sarah McLachlan again. I love her.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming. um, Last but not least, with barbecue season upon us, what's your favorite food to throw on the grill?
Ooh, I'm actually pescatarian. I have been since I was 8, which is, I don't know why I did that to myself, but it's the way she goes. And it's never changing now. So probably salmon.
Okay. Um, okay, so that's it for Zoomies. Thanks for joining me and congratulations on the album.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited for everyone to hear it.